In a quiet little village surrounded by green fields and tall trees, there lived two close friends, Arjun and Vikas. From childhood, they were always together. They studied in the same school, played the same games, and helped their families in the fields. Villagers often said, "These two are like brothers. You will never find one without the other." As they grew older, Arjun and Vikas became farmers. They did not have much money, but they were happy and content. Every morning they would rise before the sun, take their bullocks to the fields, and work with joy. Even while doing hard work, they sang songs and laughed. Life in the village was simple, but their friendship made it beautiful. One year, however, the rains did not come. Week after week, the sky was empty. The hot sun cracked the soil, the wells dried up, and cattle grew weak. Crops failed, and hunger spread across the village. Mothers walked far to fetch water. Children went to bed with half-empty stomachs, and worry filled every home. The village headman called everyone under the old banyan tree. His voice was heavy as he said, "The only hope is for those who saved seeds from the last harvest. Without seeds, there will be no crops when the rains return." Arjun had always been careful. He had saved one bag of seeds. But Vikas had none. His father had fallen ill the previous year, and Vikas had to sell all his grain to buy medicines. With nothing left, he felt broken. One evening, he sat under the banyan tree with tears in his eyes. Arjun came and sat beside him. "Why are you sad?" he asked gently. Vikas replied in a low voice, "I have no seeds. My fields will stay empty this year, and my family will suffer." Arjun listened quietly. Then he smiled and said, "Don't worry. I will share my seeds with you. Take half. We will sow together." Vikas was shocked. "But if the rains fail again, we will both lose everything. You are risking your future." Arjun held his hand and said, "If we fail, we will fail together. If we succeed, we will succeed together." Friendship means standing side by side in good times and bad. Tears rolled down Vikas' face. "You are not just my friend, Arjun," he whispered. "You are my brother." Days later, the long-awaited clouds appeared. Thunder rolled, and the first drops of rain fell on the thirsty land. The villagers danced with joy. Arjun and Vikas rushed to their fields with their bag of seeds. Together, they plowed the soil, sowed the seeds, and prayed. The work was hard, but they encouraged each other every day. They pulled weeds, guarded the fields from birds, and worked until their hands were sore. When one felt tired, the other gave strength. Arjun said, "A little more effort, my brother, the crops will thank us." Vikas replied, "With you by my side, no work feels heavy." Slowly, small green shoots appeared. As the weeks passed, the fields turned into a sea of green. By the end of the season, golden crops stood tall and strong. Arjun's field was full, and so was Vikas. The two friends stood together, smiling at the shining harvest. At the harvest festival, the village gathered. The headman raised his hands and said, "These two friends have taught us the greatest lesson." Arjun could have kept his seeds for himself, but he chose to share. Because of their trust and unity, both succeeded. True wealth is not in money or grain, but in friendship and kindness. But Arjun and Vikas did not stop with their own success. They remembered the poor families who still had little to eat. So they gave part of their harvest to widows, orphans, and those without land. The villagers blessed them and said, "This is the true spirit of humanity. When you share, everyone prospers." From that day, children in the village grew up listening to the story of Arjun and Vikas. Parents told them, "Drought may dry the land, but friendship will always keep the heart alive. Seeds may finish, but kindness will grow forever." And so, their friendship became a living lesson. Even years later, people remembered them not only for their harvest but for their courage to stand together. Moral of the story: friendship is like a seed. When shared with love and watered with trust, it grows into happiness for everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories in English.